cheat on me with my best friend? Two can play that game. Tim and I have been married for 5 years. I've always trusted him completely. So when my brother Ryan needed surgery, I didn't think twice about being away to support him through his recovery. I was gone for 2 stressful weeks managing my brother's care. Little did I know that in my absence, Tim would violate our vows in the worst way. Jen has always had a thing for Tim and openly admitted she found him attractive. But he was my husband, surely she wouldn't actually make a move on him. I was naive. I didn't discover the betrayal directly. Tim's loose-lipped co-worker Cassie casually mentioned his threesome with Jen and her while I was cleaning the kitchen after getting home. I thought she was joking until the horrible truth sunk in. When I confronted Jen over the phone, she initially denied it but then broke down sobbing, fully confessing. I saw red-eye threw all of Tim's belongings on the lawn and barricaded him out when he returned from work. He begged me to let him in, but I ignored his calls and texts for weeks. Eventually I allowed Tim back home to talk. He was a blubbering mess, claiming he was an addict and needed counseling. I demanded therapy for him and couples counseling for us if this marriage had any hope of recovering. Tim didn't fight me on it. About a week later, Tim invited me to a work dinner, a rare gesture. I realized it was likely because his co-workers didn't know he was married. I made sure to chat loudly with his boss about my recent heartbreak within earshot of Tim. Predictably, Tim rushed off in a huff, telling me to Uber home alone. His boss Paul was shocked at Tim's behavior. I played up the sad, lonely wife act a bit too well. We ended up back at Paul's place. One thing led to another. The next morning, I Ubered home filled with shame. Paul sent flowers to the house and kept calling me. Tim clearly knows what happened. The guilt has started eating away at me. My revenge affair felt justified at the time but now may have damaged our marriage further. I'm going to contact a divorce lawyer soon and start the process, as painful as it will be. I just needed to get all this off my chest first, as my family doesn't know any details yet. Never in my worst nightmares did I envision dealing with such betrayal from my spouse and best friend. I suppose I shouldn't be shocked that Tim would cheat given the lack of boundaries with female friends he's had in the past. But the double betrayal by my bestie Jen truly blindsided me. I don't know if I can ever look at either of them the same way again, no matter how much counseling we go through. Tim sweeping this under the rug all these years and pretending those toxic friendships were harmless opened the door for this nuclear disaster. My own lapse in judgment sleeping with Paul came from a place of profound hurt, but I know 2 wrongs don't make a right. As painful as a split will be, too much damage has been done. I gave my heart and trust wholly to Tim, only to have them shattered and stomped on twice. Jen's decade-long betrayal as my confidant cuts just as deep. Some stains simply can't be removed no matter how hard you scrub. As for the boss, he ended up firing Tim, and now he's out of a job. He said he did it just for me. I suppose the only silver lining is that we never had kids, so at least no innocents will be caught in the crossfire when this bomb finally detonates. Tim and I need extensive counseling as individuals before either of us is ready for a healthy relationship again. For anyone else in this situation, please know that cheating is never justified no matter how betrayed you feel. Revenge will only complicate matters further. The high road is hard but so worth preserving your dignity. Focus that energy on healing yourself, and the rest will follow in time.